I don't see this Tom Cruise thing. How did this...
Me neither.
How did that start?
You know, it's the way
pretending.
Do you know how things go viral and you think that can't be good? That sounds like you need. They can't be good. Apparently, me looking like Tom Cruise went viral. Maybe we're the same height. I don't know. He's challenged. Do you know what I mean? Have you met him? I've never met him, but I'm going to redo Top Gun as Top Mum.
I like that. I like that. I mean, obviously, you know, all kinds of weird and wonderful things can go viral online, but haven't you actually had someone shout in the street, "Oi, Tom"?
Yes, no, a gentleman cab driver in London shouted, "All right, Tom." I thought, I've gone mad. But even madder than that, I went, "Hi."
Can you remember the first words of your ones?
Of course.
They're not little ones. I was going to say little ones. They're not little at all.
My little adults, it's the same word that they still use now, mama.
You're so lucky. Both of mine came out saying daddy. That was the first thing I said. So now with my third, with Rex, I'm like mum, 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 mum. Sometimes I even like go mum, mum, mum. That's how you do it, just
That's
like
what I mean.
this.
You start it off by going...
Was there a bit of training going on, Brenda?
There was a whole load of training, of course. You will know who's feeding you. Mama. That's it.
Earlier on, we all brought our makeup bags in. We got them tested to find out who officially is the dirtiest loose woman. That's my bag! So it's recorded in microbial units, OK? Just to sound scientific about it. So cleanest, actually, in 4th place, Jane. Yeah. Your level was recorded at 98 microbial units.
That's my age.
98
You
out
live
of what?
So that's your bag there, you see, look.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's
All of
my
that.
pencil.
So you are officially the cleanest.
Oh.
In 3rd place, with 150 microbial units recorded, Carol.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Snuck in Carol.
table.
See, even your bag looks clean, to be fair. Oh, that looks very tidy.
It's white. I know I don't use it much because I don't like makeup, frankly.
No, you
if
see-
I would do the show without makeup if I could.
Yeah.
I really could.
Yeah, you
but
see,
I
I'm the
carry it
opposite.
around because I like the bag.
Well, in 2nd place, with 262 microbial units recorded, was me.
Oh, no.
Right, that's me there. Well,
Oh,
goodness
dear.
knows, some brush that's been there for about 10 years. That was mine, so that's not too bad. Now, so I'm 262.
Have we really got that strap line underneath the filthiest news?
Yeah. No, because it's really, really appropriate for what I'm about to say.
Oh, God.
So just to set the scene, a toilet seat is 200 units. It's measured at 200 units. I was 262, which isn't brilliant. Nadia, at 892 microbial units, is officially the dirtiest woman.
Will I get ill? Will I get
I think that's like ill levels, yeah?
4 toilet seats.
Oh, my
Well, you
God.
see, I'm looking at your
drop that on the floor.
well,
I do quite often.
you know what?
Oh,
They see that
Nadia.
beauty blender thing there, and most of us have got one of those. It says here you should replace those beauty blenders every 3 to 4 months. Do you know?
Oh.
I wonder if that's why I've got to go to the optician with this funny eye.
Well, funny you say that. To minimise eye infections, you should never pump the wand of the mascara. You know when you open it up and you do it,
Always
you should
pump the
never do
wand.
that because you're creating air going into the mascara and different bacterials. So never do that.
So
Maybe
is
that's
mine
why.
worse than a toilet? Is that what
Yours,
you're saying?
you're
4 times.
toilet.
4 times
Yeah,
worse than
it's
a
4
toilet.
times dirtier than the
Yeah.
toilet.
So if everyone can pop on their headphones. And you guys are just going to have to try and imagine what we're listening to. OK, so here we go. Oh, my goodness. That's tragic. Oh, I don't like it. And you thought...
Here we go.
Yeah, you thought the holding hands was bad.
I love that. Loved it.
And you got quite excited there, Brenda.
Well, I didn't know where she was gonna go.
Yeah.
because I just came back from a restaurant tour around the country. And I just went, look, I'm really shut. I'd rather not to go, because then when I go, I like to have fun.
Yeah.
So I wanted the party going. If I need to go there and need to be miserable, I'd rather not to do it.
Yeah, but she wanted you to go.
Yes. The conversation was, well, if I ask you to do something because I really want you to do, and you should do it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but how about if I really don't want to do something? Also understand the fact that I'm tired. So you're just having a conversation. I don't really need a third person to
How did it end,
filter
then?
my conversation with my own
How
life.
did it end?
Yeah.
How did it end?
How did it
Don't ask
resolve?
him that. Don't ask him that.
We ended. He ended at 3 o'clock this morning.
Okay, we'll leave that there. Gino,
Is it not the best sex ever when you come to sex when you make up?
I can't remember, Gino.
Is it not the best sex ever? Do you remember?
The makeup.
I'm not sharing my sexual experiences with you.
I'm just asking you a
You might
simple
put them in a
question.
recipe book.
My mum and dad still laugh about this. I was really young and I kept torturing my parents because I wanted an over Escher. Kept saying I want an over Escher, and I used to cry over this thing. They couldn't figure out what I was talking about. And then it was my dad clocked on one day, I meant an umbrella. So even now my mum will say, have you got your over Escher with you? I'll go, yeah. Over Escher? Where on earth did that come from? And that's much more difficult to say.
Yeah, because instead of bungalow, I used to say bingabo. And even now, my mum goes, oh, that's a nice bingabo, isn't it?
If you're on telly, people are very sweet and they come up and say hello because they think they know you. On the bus, nobody talks to you. It's the most marvellous.
Can't be heard, no, on the bus.
3 hours. 3 years I've been travelling backwards and forwards on the bus and nobody spoke to me. Apart from one person who said to me, what are you doing on the bus?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Hello, Tom. I said, I'm going to work. She said, yes, but what are you doing on the bus? I thought, we're going round in circles here.
I sit there thinking, I'm 74. You know, people going mad.
Darling, you're 75.
No, I'm not. I'm 74 now.
Oh, I love it. You two need a show together.
Well, maybe I'm talking about my dad, because he's 1 year older. Sorry,
Yeah,
my mistake.
thank you.
No, we all make mistakes, darling. Sorry.
Oh, do you know, that leads us really well, actually, into this next
gonna look it up
little
now.
thing.
How
Just
old is
Google
my
it. How old is
husband?
Rod Stewart?
1945 I was born, when the bombs were dropping.
You carry on.
Carry on, girls.
Isn't it? It's in his autobiography.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you Google it.
She hasn't read it.
She hasn't read it. She hasn't read it.
Read.
No, we're talking about the old empty nesting. You're not going to let your kids leave.
Well, no, well, my son left home and I started crying. I was crying for like a week.
Oh.
He's 30. Well, actually, he's 29. I better change that one as well. You know. But I was really, really down. And then he's like, Mummy, come on, I'm only 5 minutes away. But 5 minutes is 5 hours. It's just, I'd rather just keep them there, you know.
Sorry, friends. Penny and I are laughing because she's literally Googled how old is Rod Stewart and he's right. I'm saying you're older than you really are.
Yeah.
Right, put down that mince pie, strip the tinsel from the tree because Christmas is cancelled. At least one daycare centre in Melbourne, Australia, they have scrapped all things festive from their annual end-of-year celebrations, replacing Santa with a sustainability pirate.
Oh, for the love of...
Sorry? What, you're not impressed?
Oh, I mean, how utterly ridiculous.
You know, but you know what they say is that not everybody, you know, celebrates this Christian festival, and so want everyone to have a good time at the end of the year,
a pirate a
everything they
criminal?
can. Well,
Yeah.
isn't that like the nature of the job description? That you kind of go around pillaging and looting. To be honest, I'm struggling to put forward an argument for a sustainability pirate.
We've got a message, not directly from Prince Charles, but from his people as to how you make a proper cup of tea. So firstly, how would you make yours?
Like I did, put the milk in and then add the tea.
It looks milk disgusting.
Yeah.
I was like...
It's always the same amount of milk, so it doesn't really matter. It looks perfect.
Yeah, but the tea's not always the same strength, so you put the milk in before knowing what the strength of the tea is.
Yeah, but it
Also,
always
you can't
comes
dissolve
out
any
perfectly.
sugar in there. If you
What
put
about
the
you,
milk in
Steph?
first, it's like lukewarm. Oh, I do hot water with the tea bag.
Yeah.
Leave it for ages, and then I stir my sugar in while it's still hot, and then I pour a tiny bit of milk in.
That's going to be on my gravestone to Gary. Leave the bag in. Out there, weak tea.
Yeah, because no one can be bothered to wait for the bag, can
exactly.
they?
Well, that's what he does. Whenever he says, "Can I make you a cup of tea?" I go, "Yeah, leave the bag in," because he literally goes over to to the hot water bit, and he's there for 30 seconds, and he brings the tea, and I go, "That has not been stewing enough."
Yeah. So it's like a weak tea. They basically just dip it.
No.
And
no.
And what are you, Christine? How do you do
well,
it?
I'm a bit like you, Stacey, without the sugar. However, my granny used to do this. If you've got a teapot or even just the cup, I'll put hot water in first and let it sit for a second, and it gets the cup really hot, and then I make the tea.
Oh, that's
I love that idea.
There's a lovely tip, and
So
it makes
you
you a
heat the
really good cup of tea. Yes.
Wow, you heat
do.
it first.
That's the old-fashioned way of doing it. Yeah, you're looking at me like I'm mad. It really does
You
work.
heat the cup and then you put hot water in it.
So put the hot water in, then pour it out, but the cup's hot from that, and then make your tea process. Honestly, it works. Prince Charles says he likes to add milk before taking out the tea bag.
Before taking out the tea
bag.
is controversial.
Apparently so. You heard it here first.